Don't like that. All that. And it's nature 1, railway 0. This is a bit sketchy. And I don't really want to be sharing it with a load of bats. The best view in the house. Structure does not look safe. Heat has just absolutely sapped my energy. Morning guys, well that was a bit of a rough night. Let me pack this all away and I'll tell you all about it. What is this? Batshit crazy, looks like it. So yes guys, last night was an interesting one. So I got into the bivvy at about 9 o'clock because I was absolutely shattered at this point. It took me a while to get to sleep. It was hot in the bivvy, it was dank, it was squalid, it was sweaty, it was humid. It wasn't pleasant. So it took me a while, till about 12 o'clock. But before 12 o'clock I noticed that the camping mat had actually deflated a little bit. I've had a look this morning to see if there's any obvious holes that I can patch up. There aren't. The same thing happened before actually with my with the same model, Trekology Fuel 80. So I'm gonna have to replace that at some point. That wasn't great. I had to get up 3 times to reinflate that in the middle of the night. Because of the heat, I was sweating and it was horrible, and I couldn't open the bag because all the bugs would get in, so I didn't want that either. That was like the lesser of the 2 evils, just keeping it zipped up. There was also quite a lot of noise, the typical jungle noises, the bats flying to and fro, and other weird noises. I've got no idea what they were. Something going, ooh, ooh, like that for a while, and then occasional weird screeching noises and stuff as well. But we made it through the night. It's 6 o'clock in the morning. It's lovely and cool right now, so I'm going to get some breakfast down me and crunch out a few miles before the sun comes up too much. Breakfast of kings right here. We've got a big old banana. We've got some guava filled bread and a grapefruit fizzy drink. All right, we're on the road, or on the track I probably should say. We've got a long day today. We've got 30 plus kilometers and I don't even know how to get out of here. It's a good start. Wow, that's a... Oh, I wonder what this used to be. Crikey. Whoa, that goes down a long way. Holy moly. This rusty old carriage. Huh. Check it out. Oh, I've just been absolutely wading through and there's no way out of here. We're gonna have to double back. Ah, oh, that's a good start. So there's just absolutely no way through there. There's no trail, there's no tracks, it's just dense jungle. Oh, thank God, there is another path. I was over in this area for about half an hour just then, looking for a way out. It turns out the way out is here.
The Pacific Railroad was initially a mule-drawn track first formed in 1857, mostly to transport coffee which would be exported, with its #1 customer being the United Kingdom. In 1926 the line was electrified and ran for almost 70 years before being disbanded in 1995. Since then a few tourist trains ran in the early 2000s, but the track has been left abandoned. Many Costa Ricans hope the track will be reopened in the future.
This is absolutely my favourite time of the day. Early morning, it's still fresh, still relatively cool. We're in the shade, which is a bonus. The world is stirring, everyone's just waking up. Okay, my enjoyment has been somewhat reduced by gazillions of insects, so should keep them off for a bit. So what you gotta do, guys, when they're all standing in your way like that, pretend you're picking up a rock and they all go. See ya. Not sure what this building is, but I like it. Wow, all this fruit that's falling off the tree, I don't even know what that is. Maybe someone can tell me in the comments. Loads of it. So this is the water I got yesterday from the river. Drank half of it, it was alright, but you can see there's some, well, you might be able to see, there's some leaves and stuff in it. So luckily I've got a supermarket over the road to get some more. Blessed electrolytes. Alright, we're now coming into Orotima, which, believe it or not, is only the halfway point of this hike. We're only halfway. It's been a lot more challenging than I expected. Anyway, Orotima is the only large town really that we're going to be going through today. So I'm going to stop and get a coffee, a light breakfast, and plan what we're going to do for the rest of the day. I don't think we're going to camp tonight. A, because I'm tired and want a bed, and B, because where I was thinking of, in Caldera, which is by the sea, has crocodiles sort of cutting about everywhere. So I think there's a fine line between adventurous and stupid, and I think camping on a beach with crocodiles on can be firmly categorised as stupid. Well, we're spoiled for choice here. We've got the posh cafeteria, supermarket. We're going to do shopping afterwards. Soda, kiosco de matcha, another soda, soda los mangos there, soda la llantera. I think we're going to go for kiosco de matcha. There's more people in there. That's usually a good sign. Just got to get across this road somehow. Which way to go? Which way to go? This way to the right is the route for the station. And this locomotive, built by Siemens in 1956. Looks like this would have been one of the larger stations on the network. Got these sidings here. The rear of the station, abandoned building, and the front of the station here is pretty much identical to the rear of the station. I'm guessing they've turned this into a bus stop, although there's no signs or indicators. Got another abandoned building across the way. These towns are all super chill. You don't see anyone rushing about, everyone's just cruising on down. An old bar here, apparently. So we'll look inside. And they've got a pretty modern looking fridge. Some smash bottles. And over there, I presume that was the station. Now the railway closed in 1995, 30 years ago. That looks like it's been closed a lot longer than 30 years. Well, there's washing on the line at this old station. We've got people living there upstairs. There's the old ticket desk there. Big satellite dish. 2 big satellite dishes. Look at this, coconuts everywhere. Coconut husks. I like that word, husks. Bethlehem Steel Corporation. Mainline safety stand. Let's see if we can get any action out of this. Nope. Right folks, basically we've got 2 options here. We can either walk along that horrible ballast all the way to the next town, which is miles away, or we can walk along this road that they're resurfacing. Now I've spoken to the guys here and they said I can walk down here. It's close to traffic but pedestrians is okay, and it's beautiful on my feet compared to the ballast. It's like velvet. So this is the route, but I can still see the railway track from here, so it's not like we're going to miss anything. Poisson station. You've got to really ask with some of these stations, what was the point? I mean, there's 1 building over there, 2 buildings here, and that's it. Almost looks like England on a late summer's day, but it feels like 10 degrees hotter. We might have to do some wading here, guys. Yeah, either way our feet are going to get muddy or wet. Oh, which is the lesser of the 2 evils? Wet, I think. Well, we made it across without getting our boots dirty. Just a little bit wet there. But I did nearly strain my calf. I was cramping up in both calves. And that was bloody sore jumping across onto that board. Right, I've got another obstacle now. Check out the bridge, wow. Oh, never miss a chance to cool off. It's absolutely punishing out here, guys. Scorchio. It's 32 degrees and it's not going to cool off all afternoon according to the forecast. It's very rare that I say this, but I would love some rain right now. Oh, but there's not a cloud in the sky. There's absolutely no hope. Hidalgo, like the great Mexican dude. Check it out. Guava. One thing I love about Central America, no matter how rural you are, you're never far from a shop. I get a feeling this shop may have been the station at one point here at Cascajal. I was wrong. That isn't the station. That's the station. It's late February, by the way. There's still a Christmas tree there. Ricardo Jimenez administration, 1932 to 1936. I've put a padlock on this one to stop people messing around with it. Spoil sports. Shipping containers. That means we're getting closer to the sea. Well, that's just great. Someone's put barbed wire here. Luckily it's to keep people of Costa Rican size out, not 6'2" British people. These bloody dogs. One just came out of nowhere just there and was snapping at my heels, really got close to me. Oh wow, a tree house. The sleepers here are in pretty poor condition, which doesn't bode well because we have another bridge coming up shortly. Oh, gonna get attacked by a goose. Right, let's go around this way. Go away, stupid goose. Of all the things to come chasing after me, a bloody goose.
This looks a bit moody. Brilliant. This has been the best part of the day so far. Up high in the shade, don't look below. Those cows over there on the bank looking up at us. Hello. They were in the water just now until they saw me, and then they just ran off. Weirdos. Look at that poor little cow just staring me out, just on its own. Poor lonely cow. Up ahead of us is the bridge, guys. There's actually people on it walking across, which is a good sign. A good and a bad sign. Good in that it means we can get across it. Bad, it means I have to cross it now. Well, I look like a wimp. There's bloody trees growing on it. Look. Oh my god, it's really long as well. I wasn't expecting it this length. That's what she said. Alright, here we go again. Oh god, vertigo. It's not too bad here because it's not that high a drop. It'll still hurt though, but probably won't die. I'm walking on this bit, so if this sleeper fails, I've got one underneath to grab onto on my way down. Weeds are in the way. Oh. Balance, balance, balance. Nice. There we go. Beautiful. So some of the sleepers are out of place, so I'm going to put the camera away for a bit and just edge my way carefully across. What's needed is a handrail. It's not nice when you're sort of side to side like this. You need something to hold on to. Well, we're across the river now, and we don't really need a bridge, or we don't need to walk across this bridge anyway, because there's a footpath going along there. Well, so much for the footpath. I'm gonna have to climb back up here now. Wouldn't usually be a problem, but when you're as exhausted as I am, just that heaving myself up onto there is a monumental effort. Just smashing back energy drink number 3 of the day. After this, we'll be heading past that small station there, and then there'll be 2 more stations when we're home and dry. Check it out, after all these trunks, after all these felled trees, we've got our first tunnel. Looks kind of creepy, doesn't it? Looks like Pennywise the Clown's going to come out. It also, oh my god, I don't believe it. It looks really wet. Oh, bats, loads of bats. Oh man, I can't go through there. Surely there's a way through. Sugar. I'm going to have to climb up this bank here. Do you know what? I'm looking at it from down here, and there's pure jungle up there. There's no path or anything. I'm not even going to bother. What I'm going to have to do is turn back to the road, get an Uber from there, and then tomorrow we'll get an Uber from the hotel to the other side of the tunnel and pick up from there. Well guys, we're back at Jesus Maria station, what there is of it anyway. I'm currently waiting on my Uber driver. It's been about 10 minutes and nobody's picked it up yet, so not looking great. Possibly might have to come up with a plan B, but I'll let you know about that tomorrow. My camera's about to die.
It hasn't been the most epic day today compared to the last two, but it's still been enjoyable. Really had to dig deep today. That was hard going in the hot sun, and I was really kind of hoping that an Uber would come pick me up now and drop me off at my hotel, but it looks like that might not be happening.
After waiting about half an hour for an Uber that was never going to show, I had to walk down to the main road, past this pig that was being barked at by dogs. I went to the bus stop, waiting in hot sun for about half an hour. Finally the bus turned up and I made it into Punta Arenas by the coast, just in time for the sunset and in time for a nice Chinese meal.
It's 8:30 a.m. It's already 29 degrees. Morning guys, just had a great sleep, must have had about 10 hours. Lovely it was. Currently waiting on an Uber. Oh, here we go. All nearby drivers are busy. It's been about half an hour now guys, excuse the lighting. It's been about half an hour now and no buses to get there. I started to get concerned that I'm not going to make it in time to get to the point where we left off yesterday. Oh dear, oh dear. Well folks, here is where the railway line coming all the way from San Jose inconspicuously and somewhat sadly comes to an end. Just here by the Pacific Ocean. I can only assume that this once was the train yard here at the end, close to the port, close to the pier here at Punta Arenas. This is the end. And we've got a nice bit of poo there just to just to dampen the occasion. So unfortunately, as you would have guessed, I didn't manage to get back to the point we were at yesterday, the other side of the tunnel where I wanted to be. Couldn't find an Uber. There were no buses. I went to the bus terminal just over there and asked about it, and there was nothing going remotely close to where we wanted to go. I asked a taxi driver here in Punta Arenas and he quoted me $50, which is insane. I'm not paying that. So this is the end of the video guys. From here in Punta Arenas, thank you very much for watching. Unfortunately we didn't manage to complete the task in full. I feel kind of bittersweet about it. I feel good that I can actually rest today because I'm absolutely knackered and it is hot out here. It's already 32, 33 degrees. It's going to get hotter as the day goes on, so it's probably a good thing for my health and sanity that the video comes to an end now. I'm waffling on, apologies. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more videos from Costa Rica. Pura vida, take care, see you later.